brakes in this car are so spongy. There's 40. So setting out in the Accent, I mean, obviously it's not going to be a fast car. Wow. It had to downshift just to maintain speed going uphill. But overall, it drives really smooth. The brakes are spongy. I do have to say the steering is better than a lot of older Hyundai products I've driven, especially like the older Accent, the Elantra, the Veloster. The steering in this isn't that great. It's still pretty artificially heavy, but it's actually pretty precise, which surprised me for a cheap car like this. As I mentioned, this one is like the base of the base models. It does have power everything, but it doesn't even get cruise control. The car definitely does have some pep though. Like this would make a fantastic city car because it's very zippy and nimble. I have to give it that. This transmission though is pretty stubborn. You really have to put your foot down with it. I saw that coming.
I like literally can't breathe right now.
You having flashbacks?
Yeah.
Overall though, with the Accent, I do have to say, for a cheap car like this with 26,000 miles, and keep in mind, that's 26,000 miles of being a rental. I would say that's equal to probably 50,000 miles on any regular car. It actually feels pretty solid. It still drives very nice. The brakes definitely aren't that good, but again, 26,000 miles. But I mean, even going on this pretty rough street right here, nothing inside's really rattling, the suspension's not making any noise, and the ride is definitely not as choppy as the old Accent was. Manual mode. That's actually a lot more responsive than I thought it would be. Oh, it won't give me first. There we go. But you can definitely see what I mean just in city driving like this. I'm not even on the gas that much, and the transmission really just likes to wind out gears, which I guess is to make use of 138 horsepower, I believe these make. But it definitely is a little weird feeling at first when you get in this car. I think my final verdict with the new accent, with the maybe hour at the most I've spent with this one, is it is overall a pretty good car. Like I keep saying in videos, if you just need a cheap car as like a commuter or to haul people in, it actually does a fantastic job. And I think I would prefer this to the Nissan Versa, which is the car's main competitor, just because this drives a lot more naturally. We have a Civic flying over here. But it does drive a lot more naturally, and overall, it's pretty comfortable. It's pretty direct to drive. The one thing I would say is I wouldn't go for the automatic. I would definitely want the 6-speed manual transmission that these offer. I know at least the base trims like this offer them, just because I think that would make a little bit more use of power. And this automatic is not the most responsive thing in the world, excuse me. Overall though, I definitely think this is a good car. Any questions, comments, anything like that, drop them down below. And as always, please subscribe for more. Thanks for watching, guys.